Hello, welcome back to Sarah-liloquy. Today I tried something new. My son really wanted to read a new book that I never read for him before. I've read it to my kindergarten class a lot, but he really wanted to read it, and so what I did is I recorded us reading it. It's the first time I've ever read it, and so if you'd like to watch and see how you can read this book with your child to help them learn, go ahead. It's a really fun book. I love the Pete the Cat books. This one is Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. It's fantastic. Cover away because we don't need this. Okay. This book is about Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Okay, you ready? There's Pete. See all the buttons? Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much that he sang a song. All right, let's count the buttons. Touch them one time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now he sings the song. You ready? He goes, my buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Can you sing it? My 4 groovy buttons. Can you sing it? You don't want to. Okay, you ready? Turn the page. Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons does he have now?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, you only touch it one time. Ready? So let's touch one time. 1, 2, 3. 3 buttons left. 3 because 4 minus 1 is 3. See? 1, 2, 3. 3 buttons left. All right. Did Pete cry? Do this with me. Goodness, no. Can you say that? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept singing his song. He said, my buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. You gonna sing with me? My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Yeah. All right, you ready? Turn the page. Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. Gosh, how many buttons are left? Count them. 1, 2. 2 buttons are left. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Can you say that? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept singing his song. Ready? My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Because 3 minus 1 is 2. There's 2 left. Okay. What happened? What happened?
Green.
The green button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left?
1.
Just 1. What color is it?
Red.
It's red. What's Pete doing? He's eating ice cream. That's right. So there's 1 button left because 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 button left. Did Pete cry?
No.
Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. Now he's going to say my 1 groovy button. Ready? My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. What do you think happens next? Oh no! What happened? The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Nothing. 0. No buttons. Look, all his buttons are gone.
He has to find them.
0. He does have to find them. But did Pete cry?
No.
Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. So he looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what did he see? His belly button. Do you have a belly button? Yeah! Yeah! And he kept on singing his song. He's going to sing about still have my belly button. Ready? He says, my button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. Uh-oh. You got to be careful with the pages on this book, okay? We got to be gentle. He says, it's all good. Can you say that?
All good.
I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry?
No.
Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Look at the buttons. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons. Because Pete the cat, he's got 4 groovy buttons. And then what do we say? The end. Buttons come and buttons go. The end.